sorry.
Welcome back to Blueshelled, episode 31.
Welcome back to Get Blueshelled.
Coming at you live from Inkopolis Square.
Whoa!
Wait, Ryan and I saw the greatest thing yesterday in the Splatoon square. Like, you know, when you log in, you can see all the Miiverse stuff.
Uh-huh.
Somebody was like, what do you call a stupid squid?
What?
Incompetent. Get it? Like ink and incompetent?
Oh, you
Nicole,
cut out.
you lagged at the punchline.
I was dying.
You were quiet for the punchline.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
You lagged out for exactly the punchline.
Dude, my lag is honestly, like, this is really, no, you don't understand. Like, I've been really pissed off about this for the last week. And it's starting to get me really, really aggravated. I don't know what it is. It's not my internet, because when I go on my phone, when I go on my brand new laptop that I just bought, it's all fine. I think it's my Wi-Fi card.
Damn it, I don't know.
But just so Mike can hear the joke, it was, what do you call an incompetent squid? Oh no, what do you call
you messed it up.
Ryan,
Right?
you ruined it.
Oh no, this
it's
joke
all because of your lag. I
backfiring.
would have messed it up if it wasn't for the lag.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna lag every 30 seconds, so get used to it. Okay, so welcome back, guys. We're talking about Splatoon today.
Whoa, Splatoon 2?
Splatoon 2, yeah, for the Switch.
Splatoon.
So, yeah, let's chat a little bit. So, we've all been playing the game, right?
Yeah,
Of course.
I love it.
What do you guys think of it so far?
Great
like
game.
general thoughts.
General thoughts. So fun. I like the story, actually. I like the multiplayer. Ranked mode's tough, but I like that. And Salmon Run was an amazing addition.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Ryan?
I am really enjoying it. I always knew that this would be a sequel, and I kind of disagree with those people that say, "Oh, it's just it's just a port, or it's just an upgraded model." And yes, I would agree with that if it was just maybe new weapons and new maps. That you could call that like a port or like an updated version. But when you're adding new weapons, new maps, new specials, new ultimates, new story mode, Salmon Run, when you have all this new stuff, it clearly is a brand new game. Obviously, it plays just like Splatoon 1 in most cases, which I get people's thoughts on that. But it never bothered me. I still am loving it and really enjoying it so far.
Good. Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty good, and I agree with both of you. Like, Splatoon's a great game. I didn't play a ton of the first one just because after a while I got a little bit bored of it. And, you know, there were some issues that I had where, like, when you log in, you have to wait 10 minutes for Callie and Marie to, like, tell you nothing that you care about. And it's some of those little things, like, irk me. And some of those things are fixed in Splatoon 2, which is great. But there's a lot of issues that I still have with it.
Uh-oh.
And, we're gonna talk about that today. I'm gonna be the one person here who rips Nintendo a new one. Because I've been a fan of this. Yeah, I've been a fan of Nintendo for so long, it's like, I do not want to see this shit anymore. Straight up. I'm done. Stop being stuck in 2006 and play and make games like it's 2017.
Oh man, can't wait to dive into this one.
Preach it.
Well, it's gonna be a good
Whoa.
episode, guys. If you want to hear me rip into Nintendo. So, alright, let's start a little bit about just basic mode, multiplayer online. Let's talk about that.
Alright, so normal mode?
Yeah, normal mode.
Turf
All right.
Wars.
Yeah, so like the first game, it's Turf War. That's like the main mode. You can't switch between other modes. Simple enough, just ink everything. Still really fun in my opinion. Nothing's really changed. The new weapons options adds a lot, actually.
The arrow spray is broken.
The which one?
Oh, well, there was my lag for the 1 second I went to talk. The arrow spray is broken.
Is that like the water can one?
No,
Ryan, which one's that?
the Aerospray, it was in the first game as well, but it's the one that it looks like a metallic gun, which I know like is an oxymoron.
Oh yeah,
like,
the watering can. It looks like a watering
watering
can in my eyes.
okay, sure, watering
it's
can. It's the one that has a really high firing rate, so like when it hits you, you just go down.
Yeah.
I like to use that weapon a lot. That's one of my main weapons. And Nicole tried it yesterday, and she said, "Okay, I need to use it. This is broken."
It was really good. And you know what's cool about it is that it's fast and it goes like somewhat far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was cool.
It's definitely good. I get scared when I see people. I can't give up the dualies though. They're my favorite.
Yeah, the dualies, honestly, I think are a really nice addition, and everyone really likes them. And people are already figuring out how to like improve the game with it. Like I was telling Nicole about this yesterday, Mike. Do you know how to fast fall with the dualies?
What do you mean?
So
I don't
when
think it's
you
not.
obviously when you're shooting the dualies, you're like Tracer with the two pistols and you're rolling around. It's like the whole fast aggressive experience.
Yeah.
If you're shooting in the air, like if you jump off of like a tower and you're shooting, you can hit B and you'll fast fall to the ground and like roll. So it's like
Whoa, I didn't know that.
So like you can really get like tactical with that. It's really cool.
Oh, that's
Melee HD confirmed.
awesome. Yep, that's it. It's all about those dodge rolls.
And actually, speaking before we move on, well, not move on, before we keep talking about the maps in Turf War, what since we're talking about weapons, what weapons do you guys like to use? Because I like to use the arrow spray. I'm actually a big fan of the slosher as well. And then I do like the dualies. And if I had to pick one more that I'm trying to work with, it would be the. I mean, maybe just like the standard splatter shot, I guess. I mean, I like those kind of weapons.
So in the first game, I used a lot of the Splattershot Junior and the Roller. I don't think either of them got changed. I guess
Roller
maybe
got a good buff, I feel.
it got a buff. You think?
Yeah, definitely. Because with the vertical swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it was like impossible to get like long range people. Like some people got away with it because they're like really good. But now you jump and do that whole vertical swing, and if you get to like a direct hit, it's like an instant kill. It's like crazy.
I feel like. Do you think it needed that though?
I think so, because it's not like broken now. It's just it's in a good place. I feel because every time I go up against people with the roller, I'm like, oh, I have to actually like can't just stay away from them. I need to be like on their corner or something. Like it makes you think a little more.
See, I always thought the Roller was like really broken because like it one-shots people, and if you're good with it and you know how to like hide and then hop out of the mud and stuff, you could just one-shot people
Yeah.
like without any aim. Like it was guaranteed because you just run them over. But I started playing with it in the new one, and I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I don't know. I kind of thought that they changed something because it just didn't feel the same. But I'm still trying to figure out like my sensitivity options and stuff. So maybe it's just that made it feel weird. So I've been playing with the Splattershot Junior just because it's like the best of both worlds. Like it's a
Yeah, it's
I feel like it's like a
reliable.
it's like a reliable like mid-range gun. So I've been playing with that. But I like Ryan said, once I get high enough, I'm gonna buy that arrow spray and probably mess around with that. I did try the sniper.
Oh, did you?
I tried to channel my inner widow and it didn't work out too well.
Sniper is so hard in this game. It's really good because I like that you can keep the charge while you're going in the ink now. Which I think is
really?
Like, yeah, it's like the best addition. So like you charge it up, you don't have a good shot, just go into the ink, pop out, you still have your full charge, and you can shoot.
My only issue with it is that I feel like that's a gun that you really have to save for when you're with a group of people because, like for example, randoms never ink their base. They never ink any area.
Oh my god, you're so right about that.
And it's like, okay, so if I have this gun and I have to get back to the fray of things, and like let's just say I can't port to someone, it's like impossible to get anywhere with it because it takes forever for your ink.
Yeah.
It takes forever for you to go anywhere. So that's like my main problem with
Yeah.
it. So it was fun, but like it was too hard for me to make the payoff work.
Yeah. I tried the charger in the first game as well, and I had a similar complaint with it, that it was still fun to use, but it just is really technical, and you have to be in the right place at the right time and have the right team to utilize it. I will say one utility that it does have that I like is, if your team has guns, they can't get very far right away. So if you just charge right away and you form that straight line, your team can like immediately rush to the middle, which helps.
That is true, but
Yeah.
again, that's requiring teammates with an IQ
Exactly.
above room temperature.
Mike, that's my new favorite insult by Nicole, when she says an IQ, you need an IQ above room temperature.
It's true though. It's true. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right. You're right. In my opinion, the sniper definitely works well in ranked mode. Like I wouldn't use it in tier 4.
Yes, I think it
Ranked
works
mode?
better in ranked. Yeah.
I was playing ranked. Like I'm still like in the C- ranked. I barely played any of it.
Noob.
I know. Don't look
Come on,
at
what are
me.
you doing?
So-
Jesus.
But I was playing in ranked mode, and there was one guy with a sniper like on a ledge, and no one could get him, and he was just picking off people left and right. It was like tower control, so like he knew where everybody was.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, for like objective maps, that's definitely a great option.
Yeah, but again, you only want one person with it. If you have more than one, then you're not looking too good.
Not enough snipers.
Not enough snipers.
What do you guys think of the before we get to the maps? What do you guys think of the new specials and the new ultimates? Because I think I actually like a lot of them. None of them seem broken, and I think they actually fixed some problems from the first game, because obviously a lot of people were upset with the bubbler in the first game because it gave you that temporary shield for 3 minutes, like not 3 minutes, 3 seconds
for everyone.
Well, that's the whole match, so God forbid. But in this game, it's back in a weird way, but like it's nerfed, so you basically get a shield, but it's 1 extra hit.
Yeah, the ink armor is definitely...
Yeah, it's called ink armor. Sorry, I forgot the name. Yeah.
The ink armor is definitely a lot more useful. At first, when I first played with
Wait, you think it's more useful?
No, it's more fair.
More fair.
But still useful.
Okay. Really? I disagree.
Because, like, I was playing Turf War and people were using it. I'm like, that's, like, not doing anything because, like, multiple people are shooting you. But in, like, the ranked modes, it definitely, like, notices. Like, people survived a good amount of times because of ink armor. Or I survived because of ink armor.
But isn't it only, like, 1 hit?
It's, like, a couple little hits.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I feel like... I have to try it. I tried it once, and I still felt like I was dying instantly. Maybe it's just because I'm bad. But, I don't know. I guess it's hard because, like, I played Splattershot Jr., and I used that armor, like, all the time in the first game. So maybe I'm just used to it being really good. But I will say, like, most of the ultimates feel pretty good. Some of them still confuse me, just because they're new and they have, like, new mechanics. Like, the one where you can, like, lock onto someone, it's like a McCree ult or something.
Oh,
missile launcher?
The Tenta missiles.
Okay,
How does
so
that work?
this is actually one of my favorite ultimates. So basically, when you use it, there becomes, like, a little, like, circle in the middle of your screen. Or, like, a parentheses. If you gotta get people between that parentheses circle, and then once you'll see like an X appear, you can look through walls. So like let's say 4 people just spawned. You aim that towards their map as they're walking down towards their side, and then it'll lock onto all 4 of them and shoot 3 missiles at them each. So that's 12 missiles running around. I think it's 3 missiles each, right, Ryan?
Well, I think it is free, but Tenta means 10. But obviously you can't put forward to 10.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god. Okay, so actually, you know what? I think that may have happened to me in one of the matches where somebody used that on me because all of a sudden I had like a circle around me on the floor.
Yeah, that's it.
And I moved, and I was like, "What is this?" And all of a sudden, like rain came down. I was like, "Oh my god, acid rain! Like, what's going on?"
yeah, I think a lot of the new ultimates actually have a lot of potential, and none of them seem broken to me. The only one that I think is a little bit strong, which is why I like using it, is the curling iron one, where it sends like 8 curling irons out.
Yeah,
it's like really hectic, especially if like a lot of people use it at once. But other than that, I think they all have a lot of potential and utility, and people can use strategies for them. Like, I like the splash, what is it called, splashdown?
Yeah.
Where it's basically Lucio's ult.
Except it kills people.
Literally. And I think because obviously people will see you jump up so they can get out of the way, but I think if you use it where they don't see it coming, not only can you ink turf, but you can catch them off guard. So on the, and this is my tie into the map section, but on the Inkbrush Art Academy stage, there's like that little mini tower in the middle.
Yeah.
And I would hide up there, and I saw some people jump off their side, and then I just splashed down right near the tower, and I got like 3 of them.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because they were going to try to ink turf around my tower to claim the tower, so I jumped off the tower and just dropped on them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which, by the way, and I think Nicole told me this too, you can use splashdown not only in the air, but during your super jump.
Oh, really?
So you can get a lot of, like... basically, it's like Doomfist. You can get a huge meteor smash with that splashdown. And then I was thinking, what if you do your super jump, but then you're on Moray Towers? How far are you going to fall and, like, crash into people?
Oh my god.
That seems fun.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, honestly, I love all the weapons so far. I'm excited for the new DLC ones coming out. And then I like the specials and the ultimates.
Sorry, I lagged a little bit. Did you guys mention the jetpack?
No,
we didn't get the jetpack yet.
Okay, let's talk about that, because I actually really like the jetpack. I haven't used it myself, but, like, having that in Splatoon, I feel like feels right.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's really good too. I really like it. It's like an instant kill when you hit someone head on, but the thing is, you sort of have to hit them like on target. There's not too much splash as I thought there would be.
And then to tie into my earlier point, I feel like again it's not that even broken because people can still easily kill you when you're in the air. So like none of these ultimates seem like broken.
Yeah, exactly. They're all fair.
I was talking to Nicole though. I do like how this has a lot of Overwatch undertones. Because the jetpack is Pharah's like ult, you could say,
Where's Mercy?
Mercy's ult is the quick respawn.
Ah, perfect.
Oh my god, you're right.
Junk. There's that little Mike. Have you seen that hamster ball ultimate yet?
Yeah, the hamster
That's
ball.
Junkrat's. The splashdown is Lucio's. Like it's all junk. This is all Overwatch part 2.
Wow, I never even
It's
realized
better
all-
than Overwatch because there's no
It actually is.
May. There's no.
There'll be a
Roadhog.
character that can make like an ink wall.
Oh my! I would actually. That would be really cool.
I can see it now. The new DLC weapon, Ink Wall.
Well, no, they sort of do have one where you put that like, little sprinkler wall. Have you guys seen it yet?
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
May Ultimate.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, well, not the May Ultimate. The like you could throw up like a little like ink fountain that does like a horizontal type thing that blocks people off. So it is a thing.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah,
It was in the first game too. Yeah.
It's tied with one of like the higher level weapons, I think.
Interesting.
No, but actually that's true, and I feel like obviously Splatoon didn't copy Overwatch, but I'm saying I like how in all these shooter games there's a lot of these abilities, and they can tailor it to the game it's meant for.
Yeah.
So obviously with Hanzo and Widowmaker, they have their ability where they can see where people are. Not only do the Tenta missiles use that, but also if you use like the echolocator, you can see where people are hiding. So it's like all these abilities can be used in multiple games, just in different components.
Yeah, that's really good. You could even set a respawn thing like Symmetra.
Exactly.
Where people spawn on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh exactly. You're right. Like the beacon.
The beacon.
This is
Who would
crazy.
spawn on it? That's funny.
Speaking of teleporting and beacons, Nicole and I really like how quick the quick jump is. Like how you can just like slip them with A and just quickly jump to them.
Yeah, I was afraid because it didn't have the touchscreen, but it works really well.
Well, I'll be honest with you. At first, I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
really
all my
confusing.
friends. Yeah, everyone had the same problem too. I was like, it took me like a few games, and then my friends were like, "Wait, you could do that?" I'm like, "Yeah."
But once you figure it
Fair.
out,
Well, because I
once
saw
you figure it
somebody
out, it's,
doing it
like,
in one of
really
the first
simple.
games I did. Oh yeah, sorry, I lagged. Yeah, I mean, I saw it early on, and I was like, how? I know it's still in the game because I'm seeing it being done, and I couldn't figure out what the buttons were. I will say though, it is super annoying that the map, you have to click it twice. I'm used to a lot of games nowadays
hold
where like
it.
you hold it.
Yeah.
So like if I hold X, the map appears, and when I let go of X, just because it's a little bit quicker and you have more control, I will say that that's annoying.
I
but
100%
it's
agree with
not a
that. I wish
deal
that was
breaker.
an option to like switch it to toggle it.
Yeah, I mean, I get why. It's probably because a lot of kids are not gonna get that as much as like holding it's probably confusing. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't want to like assume that kids are dumb, but you know what I'm trying to. You know what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. Link.
Wink. Do you guys want to quickly talk about some of the maps in the game and just the arenas?
Yeah. So what were the two that were up yesterday? For
So,
what we were playing?
I mean, and obviously we can get into this later because I'm sure your rants are going to come later in the podcast, but
Oh, they're coming.
they're coming. One of the best things that they did about this game is that most of it, not all of it obviously, they listened to most of our complaints about the first game, which once again, the first game was amazing and we loved it, but obviously there were some problems. One of our main things was that there weren't that many maps at launch, and there were also only 2 every 4 hours, which was crazy.
Yeah.
They
that's
heard us,
ridiculous.
and now there are 8 maps in the game currently with the DLC coming, and it's every 2 hours, so that's a lot better ratio. The 2 we played yesterday, Nicole, were... Oh god, I need to remember yesterday. Well, Nicole, we played for more than 2 hours, so we actually got like 4 maps.
Whoa.
So we played, I think we played Port Mackerel, we played the Art Academy, we played the Reef, and I think we played one more. But what I like about them, and maybe Mike, you picked up on this, I like how they're all unique and different, like in the first game. Like, if I see a map, I'll know what map it is.
Yeah.
Like, they all don't look the same. Like, if I see a map, I'll know, oh, that's Walleye Warehouse. Oh, that's Muscle Forge Fitness. Oh, this is the Starfish stage. Like, if I see a map, it's like, even though you would think Splatoon maps all look the same, like, I know what map it is just by looking at it.
Yeah, but even like everything from like the way it plays, the way you have to like think about it, even like the aesthetics in the background, it's all so unique. I really like the map designs.
And then there's even like little mechanics in some of this. Like some stages, it'll have like little drawbridges that go down at 1 minute, or the floodgates. Like there's little mechanics.
Yeah, that stuff was cool. The stuff with like the spinning.
Exactly.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the one thing I noticed that I didn't know if you picked up on is that obviously Moray Towers and Port Mackerel are from the first game,
Yeah. they are.
and in those maps you can easily reach your opponent's spawn. I've noticed a lot in this game, it's a lot harder to get to your opponent's spawn. Like, I know that on the Reef, on Humpback, Pump Track, on like those maps, and even at the Art Academy, unless I'm being stupid and missing a staircase, I actually think it's very hard to actually get to your opponent's base. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's like.
Oh, sorry.
Like,
I'm sorry. I was saying.
No, you finish your thought.
Sorry. I'm just not sure if they designed that on purpose to prevent spawn camping or whatever, but I noticed that it's a lot harder to get to your opponent's spawn.
Yeah, there's like 2, I think, new maps that you can get to the spawns by doing like a little like way to get around.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, you're right. It is. They basically make it so you're like guaranteed to get like 30% on your team at like a minimum.
That's good though. I do like that because
That's if your team remembers.
Yeah, if they remember to.
Because Nicole was getting a little upset at spawn campers yesterday.
All right, sorry. I need to interject here. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
But I was playing with Ryan yesterday, and there was this one guy. What was his name, Ryan?
Just Trish? No, it wasn't Just Trish. It was
Just Trish was amazing.
Right. Also, we're calling people out on this podcast. We're dragging people.
We're dragging people. There was this guy.
Who was it? Was it
I don't remember his name. Huh?
I can't remember the name. What was the name?
And it was like something simple. It was like one word. But anyway, what he would do is he was waiting for people to spawn camp. So he had the roller. And what he would do is he would hide in the corner of the spawn. So like so there's like a ledge, right, for where you jump off the spawn that I don't think they can actually climb.
Yeah.
And he would hide in that corner so that I can't see him, but he can see me jump off. And obviously my back is towards the spawn. And what he would do is he would hide in squid form, and the second somebody jumps over, he would just get you with a roller.
Oh
and there's
my
nothing you
God.
could do about it. And if you tried to jump
Was
even
there no other
further,
ways to
he
go?
had the ultimate where you could just... Well, you could, but like when your entire team doesn't know because there's no communication, you just see one person go at a time, get killed. The next person go in and get killed. So he just gets like 4 free kills, and then it's like, okay, well, I know he's there, so I will avoid that spot, but like there's no communication.
Yeah, so teammates still go.
So what you could do is like go off to the side a little bit and go down that way, but like at that point they were so pushed into our base, no matter where you went, somebody would get you. But it was
Yeah.
like the fact that like the spawn camping was so easily done. I don't know, it just drove me, like I was screaming. Ryan knew.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Ryan and I had this sick setup yesterday though.
we
Did you?
Yeah, I took I had a small TV that used to be my third monitor, but when I replaced it, I just kind of threw it somewhere else. And I was like, you know what? Ryan and I both want to play. We can't split screen. So I'll just bring that TV upstairs, and then I'll put it next to the really big TV. I had like a photo on Twitter.
I gotta
and so
check
we were
that.
just... Yeah, it's not the best photo, because
So you
I just
set
took it
all that
early,
up?
but it was cool.
Oh.
Yeah, and then we went and we got tropical smoothie.
Oh
and then...
no, I should have flew down this day.
I know, why weren't you here, Mike?
I don't know. The Patreon, no one's putting money into
I know,
it.
the Patreon, people were lacking on the Patreon.
Oh my God. And then yesterday was also the day we got the purple versus green map, Mike.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
That'll
We
look-
both got the map, and then like halfway through it, I literally said completely innocently, I was like, I don't like these colors. Something's off about it. Like I literally did not make the connection. And then like 5 seconds later, Ryan goes, wait, did you say that because it's NGE colors? And I screamed.
Oh no, Ryan.
She didn't even realize. She's like, "Oh my God, no!"
I screamed. I was like, you need to take a photo right now and send it to Mike.
Oh my God, it's not fair. I was so innocent as well because I never put that connection together when I saw green and purple either.
Out of all 3 of us, I didn't put the connection together. And then Ryan was the one who did.
Damn it, Ryan, you never watched the show.
You need to watch it, Ryan.
No, you don't.
Actually, Ryan may end up watching it. We're having a brawl. Actually, we're gonna stream it.
Wait, what?
Are you playing Super Smash Brothers Brawl?
No, we're playing Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Oh, right.
It's Fox v Peach FD best out of 7.
The winner
So you
has to
actually do it. No, Ryan, play out of 99 stocks. It's the only way.
No.
And then the winner. Okay,
Wear her down.
Wear her wrist down.
Oh my God, that's so evil.
Do whatever
I will
you
beat
do.
you, Ryan, and when I win, you have to watch all of NGE, including End of Evangelion.
No,
Okay, fine. I'll make
no.
that deal. But when I win, you have to play a whole game of Mario Party with me, all the boards.
That's a good one.
What?
So if I win, I will watch all of
Nande?
it. No, I'm making this deal. If you beat me, I will watch all of NGE and do a podcast on it. If I win, let's just say we play Mario Party 6, you have to play all the boards with me.
How many turns? Wait, how many?
20.
All the boards? No.
All the
No,
boards,
that's
20
too much.
turns.
No, that's too much.
No, Ryan, that's what you do. Take the total runtime of MGE and just make that. You gotta play that much Mario Party.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh
That's
no. No, there's too much on the line. I think I'm gonna disqualify myself.
That means you gotta watch Mario. I'm
fair.
playing
She
Mario
hates
Party.
Mike. She hates it
No.
that much.
Yeah, I know.
No.
It's the
But I
best
think it
one.
would have been fun though, because I was gonna stream it with Ryan. It was gonna be like online. You could see how bad. I actually ran like a really quick test stream yesterday because I wanted to just see how it would work. And so I was just streaming myself playing Melee, and I had no mic on. I'm gonna send it to you guys. No
Sounds
mic, just chill hop, and it's just me trying to beat up a Peach. And then like halfway through, my wrist started hurting.
Oh,
So
no.
I just stopped. I was stopped caring, and I was like, you know what, Yellow, I'm just gonna do whatever I want.
Oh my god.
I mean, I know a lot of people do this, but if we have the means to it in the future, I would love to stream Splatoon too.
I know, but it involves buying an adapter
I know,
thing.
I know.
Maybe one day.
Nintendo.
Maybe one day. Plus, my internet is wonky, as you know, so I don't know what's going on. I don't think it's actually my internet, though. I do think it's just the video card.
Possibly.
Well, that would still mess up the streaming, right?
Whose phone was that?
That's your fault.
No, it wasn't.
You sent the message.
You know to put your phone on silent.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Ryan, I'm so upset right now.
I'm getting banned from this podcast now.
Everybody
Oh,
tweet at
no.
Ryan right now and say ban Ryan. Hashtag ban Ryan. Let's make it go
those
viral.
phones. Show the little trailer in front of movies where it tells you to silent your phones. We'll send that to Ryan before every podcast.
That's funny. So
All right, so back to Splatoon though. Let's talk a little bit about ranked mode. Now, I haven't done any ranked. Ryan, have you?
I was playing with my friend last night, and I believe I am like on the cusp of hitting level 10. So not yet, but soon I'll be able to do ranked.
Okay, and I know Mike's been doing quite a bit of ranked.
Yeah, I've been trying it out. I don't really get how the points work though.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Okay, so basically, as you know, you hit rank 10, level 10, you go into rank mode. You're like, yeah, rank mode, yay! So you do that. It switches between 3 modes, and each mode has its own ranking system. Like that I get.
What?
Yeah, so like, let's say you get up to like, you're doing tower control, right? And you manage to get yourself up to like a C+. After the 2 hours pass and it switches to like, splat zones, then your rank is back down to like C-, and you have to level up.
Are
the
you
rank.
kidding?
You have to level. I'm fine with it, honestly.
Wait. So it's a unique rank for each mode. That wasn't how it was in the first game. The first game had a universal rank.
I don't like this.
I don't mind too much because that means you have to like, if you want to get like A and everything, you have to like wait for the modes. But I don't mind it too much because you can see where like what modes you do well in. Because I wouldn't mind seeing like, oh yeah, like splat zones I'm like an A in, but like tower control I'm not that good and only got like a C+ in. Like it sort of works and I get what they were going for.
I have to respectfully disagree.
I like the idea, but I think that in concept and in people aren't gonna want to level up 3 different ranks. Like I know that for a fact I'm gonna. I think
that tilts me, and I haven't even hit ranked.
I think I'm gonna play whatever mode is up, but I'm not gonna care what my rank is because I don't have the time or patience to get up to A for all of them.
I do.
I agree, especially since. Oh, did I tell you, Mike? Did I tell you about how I got banned from Splatoon yesterday?
Oh, I know exactly how you got banned. Is it because of disconnects?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game kept disconnecting me. And then it's like, oh, it's suspicious, you keep disconnecting. I keep disconnecting when I'm about to win. Do you think I do that on purpose, Nintendo? Please tell me what you think is suspicious about me disconnecting as the game is about to end and I'm about to win.
Wow.
So yeah, I wish
I
they
must
could
have
like
just
tell the
lagged.
difference between like connection issues, disconnecting, and actually like quitting out of like the match. Because it sucks that it's like under the same thing.
It's so
Just curious.
irritating.
Just curious. Like speaking about that, the difference between quitting and disconnecting. Does Overwatch recognize the difference, or is it the same thing where they don't recognize the difference?
They don't recognize the difference.
Oh,
It's
well, that sucks.
the same umbrella for them as well.
Damn you, Jeff Kaplan.
So like in that regard, I do get it, but it just sucks that like there's no way to like fix that. Because same thing happened with me in Salmon Run, where like basically you have a rank in Salmon Run, and then you go up, and then like the more you go up, the harder the matches get. But if you disconnect, you drop like 20 points, and it's like, oh, I disconnected. Now I'm like a lot lower than what my friends were.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me say this. I know this is a little bit different for PC because like Overwatch servers are really good, so for the most part, you don't really disconnect because of Blizzard. All their game servers are actually pretty good. But Nintendo servers are bad. Nintendo Wi-Fi is bad. They want us to pay for this service? I'm not impressed.
Honestly, I'm a little impressed with how those, like, cause yeah, I like that sometimes, and I know that's my own fault because I'm really far from my router. But as far as the games go, they're very smooth, all things considering, lag-wise.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, then maybe it's just on my end then, but like, I kept disconnecting.
Yeah, like I've been hitting disconnects too, but like I know my friends with good internet have been like completely fine, so I'm like, oh, I guess that's just me.
Gotcha, then maybe it is just me. Like, I haven't experienced lag in the game. I usually just, once I lag, I'm disconnected. But I would say that it's the same amount as the Wii U, like on that Wi-Fi service. I guess we'll see what happens, because maybe I am having some type of internet issue, even though I think it's really just my desktop.
Well, I know the big thing with the Switch, which I'm not too fan of, but I guess is really no way to do it, is the range for Wi-Fi isn't as long as it should be.
You know what? That is funny, because when I first got my Switch, I thought my Wi-Fi was broken on it. Remember I told you this? And I couldn't connect to it? I actually wasn't even playing from that room. I was playing from a whole floor above. And Ryan's Switch was completely fine. Right, Ryan? You had like 2 disconnects?
You were talking about yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I only had like 1, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, and then like meanwhile, I was the one who got banned. So, I was in the same room as him.
Yeah, no,
So
honestly, I think maybe it is you, because I didn't have many problems, because then I came home from your house, and I played with my friend online for like 2 hours, and I don't think I disconnected once.
Damn. Maybe I have to restart my router, actually.
Maybe.
Before
Yeah,
I buy a new Wi-Fi
I
card.
restarted my router, and that actually fixed a lot of my problems.
Okay,
Also,
cool.
I would recommend shutting off like the Switch completely, like with the power option on top of the console.
Yeah.
That worked for Ryan once. I remember we were having issues with Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
And then like he did that, and his internet worked fine.
Nice. I may have to do a complete shutdown, boys.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Shut it
I have
down.
to restart the router. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Were you quoting 30
yeah,
Rock
yeah,
right there?
I know that.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
my
but
god.
really quickly, back to ranked. Mike, out of the 3 modes, Splat Zones, Tower Control, and Rainmaker, which one is your, I guess, favorite?
I haven't done Rainmaker yet. I like
even in the first game you haven't done Rainmaker?
I've only done it like I stopped playing by the time they started introducing it, so I've only tried it like
okay.
once or twice. I didn't really pick up on it.
Mm-hmm.
I like Splat Zones.
Yeah, that's
I
my
like the
favorites.
classic. Tower Control is like a little much. I do
Tower
like
control requires communication.
it
Oh, it
does.
does.
It really does. The big thing I like the change they did to Tower Control though is they have checkpoints now for the tower. So basically, like let's say my team controls it, it'll go to a checkpoint and then it's stuck there for like 5 seconds in that spot, so it gives the team a chance to like rally on it.
Mm-hmm.
But once you break through that checkpoint, then the checkpoint goes away, so you don't have to like wait the 5 seconds there again.
That's good. So in a way, it's kind of like obviously Payload and Overwatch, and then obviously Splat Zones is like point control. I don't know if they have said that they're going to add more. Well, obviously they're adding DLC for weapons and maps. I'm not sure if they're going to add DLC for new modes, but if there could be a new ranked mode, what else could they add? Because obviously we have Turf War, which is standard. We have Splat Zones, Rainmaker, Tower Control, and then we even have PvE in terms of Salmon Run. So, like, what other mode, if they had to add one more mode, what else could they do, you think?
I don't know.
Well, I have. So there's always that generic like capture the flag mode or like the.
Ooh, capture the flag would be fun.
Capture the flag would be fun. I think what concerns me about that is that it's so easy to kill people in this game, and it's so easy to like shut down.
That's
I
true.
almost I'm thinking instead of capture the flag, more like the let's see who can hold this for the longest and get the most points.
Oh, like
King of the Hill. King of the Hill.
Yeah, like a King of the Hill type thing, but don't make it so that one team has to hit 1,000 points. Make it so that there's a time limit, and whoever is held it the most in that time limit. Just because those games tend to go on forever. That's my only one complaint. Yeah. So if you limit it to like, okay, you have 2 minutes, whoever holds it the most in 2 minutes wins, I'd be down. I think that would be a great move.
So kind of like Shine Runners in Mario Kart. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god, this podcast is going to have me talking over everyone.
It's alright. It's all good.
No, just because I lag and I think I'm the only one talking.
Mm-hmm. Mike.
I sort of like the capture the flag idea. Maybe I want to be risky here and bump the player count up to 6v6. And do capture the flag.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm feeling that because 4v4 is always good. But imagine more squids running around. That might be too hectic, but I
Are
like
you a
the risk.
squid?
I'm a kid.
What? Oh no.
Oh,
Ryan and
no.
I are squids.
Are you?
Yeah.
We're squids.
I can't be both.
Mike's always the hipster.
I don't
Mike's
try
always
to
the
be.
hipster option.
Wait. Speaking of being hipster, Mike, are you team mayo or team ketchup?
I'll catch up for sure.
Nicole?
Wow, we're team mayo.
Are you both mayo?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It should
Are
be,
you both just being hipsters?
No, I'm team mayo, dude.
I think listen, I think it should have been ketchup versus mustard. But if it has
Yeah,
to be
for
ketchup
sure.
v mayo, I love ketchup. But then again, I was telling Nicole, mayo can work on a burger. Mayo can work on a sandwich. It can work in potato salad. Like it's so good.
I feel like when mayo works, it brings so much more to the table than ketchup.
No way. We're not getting into this debate. We'll be here for the
Oh
next
my
20
god.
minutes.
Hashtag team mayo, boys.
Ketchup is the way to go. I'm sorry.
Oh
I mean, I like
God.
my mayo. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh.
ketchup's just so good.
I was gonna make an NGE reference here,
No,
but I don't think
I
it's
would leave.
appropriate.
I'd be done with
I
the
think you know which
podcast.
one I'm talking about too. So we're gonna just leave it here.
Mhm.
Anyway. Okay. So, what were you talking about?
Well, I was saying that
We talk about rank
we finished up rank mode and then we were talking about the Splatfest. But Mike is the only person here to have done single player. Without spoiling it for us, how far have you gotten and what have you thought so far?
save
I
Callie?
just finished. not yet. Spoilers. Not yet.
Spoilers.
They actually haven't brought her up. I finished the second. I know they did bring her up, but I finished the second area, so I did 9 levels
Okay.
total. I really like it. Having Marie coach you is the best. Not Marie. Having No, Marie. Yeah, I was right. Right. I was right.
Yeah, because you're saving Callie, so
Yeah.
it's Marie that's helping you.
Yeah. Just her lines is ridiculous. Like there was this one point, I found like a secret area, and she's like, "There you go with your compulsive secret finding again."
No, the writing is really good. I was telling Nicole yesterday how every time I was on the intro screen, Marina just kept roasting Pearl, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it's spot on. Yeah, I like story's really fun. The levels too are like really cool. Like each one's like very different.
That's good. Because I think in the first games people were like, "Oh, the single player was really good, better than I thought. It wasn't that long, but some levels like were very, very similar." And I think I heard that in this one they try to stand out a little bit more.
Yeah, they definitely do.
That's
Like
good.
even though there's some levels that are like weapon specific, so like they
Mhm.
might give you like the dualies or the sniper or like the roller and some.
Interesting.
I love the dually level, by the way. I'm gonna throw that out there.
Yeah.
Question: did you play the single player mode in the first game?
Yeah, I beat it.
Yes.
So how does this one compare to that one?
So
I know
far
you haven't
I
beaten
like
it
it better.
yet, but you do.
Yeah, it's just each mode. It's like like the Mario games where like each level feels like very unique. Then they sort of just drop the ideas.
Yeah.
I like that to like keep it fresh. That's sort of what they're doing here.
Keep it fresh.
Like there was one level about like grinding like the ink rails, and there was another one like sniping these little hook things so you like fly across the map. It's
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very different.
Mhm.
Even if you don't like all the levels, they're all like really unique.
Now let me ask you a question, because I think this is a mechanic that's in the single player mode, but it's also in the multiplayer, which is that sponge thing where you squirt it and it
Yeah.
expands.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
gets
What
bigger.
is that, and how does that work?
So basically,
Like,
from
does it
what
give you
I
points?
see in the multiplayer modes, they're set for specific colors already. Like you can't change the colors on them. So like, let's say you're like blue versus orange. Like if you see an orange sponge, blue people can't make that into like a blue sponge. But the thing is, if you shoot the sponge as that color, it expands to like a certain height. But if you shoot as the opposite color, it'll like what's the word?
Shrink.
Shrink. Damn it, right? It'll shrink.
So I'm gonna be honest, I lagged that entire time and I have no idea what you said, but I don't want you to repeat it for the podcast, so tell me again later.
Okay. Basically, sponges expand and shrink.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, so, Moving forward a little bit. So we went through ranked. Let's talk about Salmon Run. Because,
Yeah, I think that's the big one.
I'm shocked by how much I ended up liking it. I am still a little bit pissed off about that it's limited times online, but you can do it anytime local. I mean, I guess anytime local I can't complain about. But like online, I know why they did it. I understand why you did it, but don't do it. Don't do it anymore.
Well, I think we were talking about this before the podcast, but Mike and I were saying how it's actually very lenient with the times. Like whatever time zone it was yesterday, it was like 2 a.m. to 12 a.m. the next day. So it's very open for, let's just say you're like, oh, I'm out all morning, Nintendo, I can't play this until like 9 p.m. at night. Okay, well, you can still technically play it. And then I will admit, I wish it was every day, but like you said, it's not every day for certain reasons. But it's not like it's off a week. It's not like, oh, it's going to be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you can't play it until the next weekend. It's maybe like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then you get to take a day or two off or one day off, and then you're back. So it's pretty lenient, and I think that I did it with my friend last night, and we did it like seamlessly with 4 people. So I'm actually, no, there was 2 of us, and then we got 2 randoms. But if we could figure it out, I'm sure we could figure it out too.
Yeah. So like my initial fear was that it was only on the weekends, and like everyone, maybe we should explain why we know it's they're only limiting it. Nicole?
Sorry, I lagged. What?
Why do you think they're limiting it?
I think they're limiting it because, one, this game seems to like limiting things so that people don't get burnt out. Like the reason why the map rotation is what it is because they don't want you to just spam the maps and then get burnt out. At least they'll keep it
fresh.
Keep it fresh. I do think the reason why they limited Salmon Run, though, is that obviously that's not the main mode, so less people are going to be interested in it, and if you force them into certain windows, you'll have more people online for queuing purposes.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was, too.
Yeah.
That's what annoys me, personally. But, I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal either. Like, just leave it open so that people can play with their friends online.
Yeah, but putting that aside, though, I think we all really liked it, and I mean, I knew I was gonna like it. I agree with Nicole, though. I think I liked it more than I thought I would, because I never was a fan of like the whole zombie thing in other games, but this is actually really done well, and I like how it's like Kid Icarus, where there's a whole range of difficulties. Like Nicole and I did 10%, and even though it was hard for us because it was only 2 of us. I'm sure if we had 4 people, we could have easily crushed 10%.
We actually did pretty well, Ryan, all things considered.
No, we did. But, like, that's 10%, so it's not going to be that hard. I know, just like Kid Icarus again, as you get up into the higher percentages, the game becomes, like, really hard, if not almost impossible. So I like how there's a huge difficulty range where people aren't saying, oh, this is too easy, or oh, this is too hard, because you can easily set it for the proper difficulty.
Yeah, I really like how they do it. Have you guys, I guess you guys really haven't done online. Well, Ryan has a tiny bit, but you know, there's like the ranking system like for ranked on it. So like you go up and you go down. Actually, do you go down for losses? Either way, you go up for winning and you go down for disconnects. I know that much. But
disconnecting when you're about to win too, mind you.
Seriously. But basically, it gets like harder as it goes on. Like the higher rank you are. So like me and my friends got to like the next rank, which is part-timer. And like, oh my god, it revs up difficulty. They summoning like 3 bosses like at a time.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
We couldn't even handle the 2 at the one point where there were 2. I think it's because we weren't killing the one fast enough.
Yeah, but like they kept introducing like new mechanics too. Like, have you guys experienced like the fog yet?
I don't think so.
So like randomly, like we were playing and like they haven't like introduced it. It's just like go in, kill bosses, get out. But then like one round it's like, oh, here's like fog, and now like we barely couldn't see in front of us, and like we had to deal with like 3 bosses running around. So like it's cool. There's a couple other ones that I don't want to spoil, because like we didn't start seeing them until like we hit like the part-timer rank.
I really like the boss design from what I did see though, because it was like unique enough, and like we had to figure out a way for 2 people to be able to do this. Like I like the first one with like the snake and the rain coming down.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
We died a couple times and Ryan's like, oh, we gotta hit him in the butt.
Oh, you guys didn't do the tutorial?
No.
Nice.
Do I look like I played tutorials?
I know. They help so
Do
much.
I look like I have
so.
time for tutorials?
For the record, I did go home after seeing Nicole. I did the tutorial, and I'm like, oh, they do tell you how to do classes.
They tell you how to beat everyone.
Ryan's like, should we do the tutorial? And I was like, hell no.
Because
It's
some
more
of them.
fun when you go in there confused.
No, it's true. I agree with that. But I mean, they force you to do the tutorial before you start playing online, so that's the first thing. But like,
I mean, but to be fair, Nicole, it only took like 5 minutes.
it's really fast and it's like super useful. Because at first I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this. But then you start seeing guys like that bombing flying dude.
Oh,
And I'm like, I would have never figured out how to throw bombs into his stupid cannons.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we have 15 minutes left. Or, wait,
15 minutes.
do we? Yeah, 15 minutes left. We're going to take this time to rag on Nintendo and a rant about how much Nintendo pisses me off.
Okay, before you rant, can I just defend them first, quickly?
Sure, but nothing's going to
Defense.
defend them from the ammo I have.
Defense.
Nicole has her 10 missiles locked and loaded.
Yeah.
I will say this.
Your
Obviously,
shield only protects you from one hit, so...
Oh.
Nicole's going to talk about what Nintendo did wrong with this, and I will completely agree with her what she's about to say. But what I will say is that Nintendo obviously tried to listen to some of our complaints about the first game. Obviously, like I said before, the map rotation is now from 4 hours to 2 hours, which is a lot better. There's a lot more stages, weapons, and maps at launch. There is also a new mode, because people were like, oh, it's only story ranked and... story mode, ranked mode, and regular mode. Now they added the PvE mode. They added play online with your friends. They added the new gear. They have just
Local
a whole
play
bunch of
actually
new
matters.
things. It actually matters. You're right. They fixed how you don't want to listen to Callie and Marie in the beginning. Well, now with the Switch, you can put it into sleep mode. So if you just put it into sleep mode in the game, you don't have to listen to Marina and Pearl. Also, when the maps change every 2 hours, you don't have to listen to them again. It'll just say, it's been changed, check your thing. You don't have to go through the whole speech again. So obviously with all this, they have changed a lot of things about it in a good way. Obviously, as Nicole will now rant about, they have not fixed some things. The biggest thing, in my opinion, the biggest thing, and I'm sure Nicole will mention this, the biggest thing that I have the problem with, which I don't understand, is how you can't change your weapons in the lobby. Like, you can't change your weapons while you're waiting. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, like, even Mario Kart can do that, right? In Mario Kart, if you're waiting to pick a map and you're waiting for the room, you can change your character and your cart. In Splatoon 2, you can't change your weapon, like, once you're in that room waiting for people, and which I'm like, that's so stupid. I have to log out to log back in with my new weapon. But Nicole will get more into that. But other than that, I think they try to listen to a lot of our complaints, and even though Splatoon 1 was still a great game, it had some issues. I think Splatoon 2 is actually a better game already, and I have high hopes for it. Nicole,
Yeah.
you have the floor.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So basically, Ryan's wrong about everything. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Everything he said, ignore it.
Okay. Okay, listen.
Wrong.
The things I'm about to complain about don't make or break the game. It's still a great game. But it's 2017, okay? Excuse my language. But, like, you need to understand that with every other game having such accessible multiplayer, the fact that this is literally too difficult for me to understand, then there's a problem, okay? It's 2017. We should not have to wait for a friend to play a full match before I can join him. I should not have to get a smartphone app to talk to my friends through Splatoon. I have to get my laptop over and play with Discord. Like, that's so stupid. Why can't I change my weapons in the waiting room trying to get into quick play? Like, that's so dumb. Or the fact that I have to hit a solo ranking before I can play a team-ranked online game with my friends. What?
And
What?
remember,
Okay.
because the rank mode's changed now, you have to get B-, and I think at least one of them.
Like, that's just so dumb. Why is there no party system? Or it's like when I kept disconnecting with Ryan, I had to wait for him to play a full game before I can join him again. It was like, it's madness, Nintendo. It's not like Wii era, okay? Wii or DS era, I understand that there's problems. Like, you were new to Wi-Fi, but like, you're asking us to pay for this Wi-Fi service and you can't even give us a simple party system that Xbox and PlayStation have been doing for the last decade. There's no excuse anymore, Nintendo. People will gladly pay more. Like, I would add a $50 tag onto the system if that meant that I got a part in it that allows me to do a party system. Like, I don't know what's holding you back, but it's starting to really piss me off because Splatoon is a great game. Like, I really love the game, and I want to play more of it, but it annoys the shit out of me when I go to log on and I have to sit through the stupid Squid Sisters talking. Yes, it's better, but, like, why? That's unnecessary. Have a bulletin board or a TV where if I want to see it, after I log in, I can go over there and see it. Let's talk about the shops really quick. Why do I still have to deal with the text when I go into the shop?
The weapon text is so bad.
Why? I know you gave me a speed up feature, but why? It's not necessary. I guarantee you the children that this game is aimed towards do not read the text. So stop. Just straight up Nintendo, stop. It really hinders any multiplayer experience that I have with them, which is a real shame because Nintendo makes some great games. Like, that's like the gist of my rant, that there's like a bunch of like very small things that just make zero sense. And it really just, like, that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing the first Splatoons, because every time I turned on my Wii U, I had to sit through a 5-minute dialogue that I honestly did not care about. Then when I wanted to go into the shop to get a new weapon, I had to sit there and wait. I don't want to wait, Nintendo. No other gaming system makes me wait.
Yeah, us millennials don't like waiting, Nintendo.
Have you seen us?
But it's like, if this honestly feels like a game that had limitations that they made 7 to 8 years ago. No, I'm not even kidding.
No,
it's
you're
like,
right.
Why is it so difficult? Why do I have to get a smartphone app to talk to people when Discord's a thing?
Yeah, and I agree, honestly, I agree with every point you made, actually, even though you didn't agree with me. No, I do agree with every point you made, because that makes sense. Obviously, I don't work in this industry, so I don't know why they can't do this, or how they're not doing this, but everything you said makes sense. But then again, I am a more lenient reviewer, as I said in the past, so I don't mind these things because I can just skip through it. Or like, even if I'm on my phone, I can go on Twitter while I'm just tapping A to go through the dialogue, so I don't mind that much. The one thing that you said, though, that
But I shouldn't have to do that in the first place.
No, you're right. You shouldn't have to. You're right. I just don't have that much problem with it because I can just ignore it and ignore them. The one thing that, like I said, I just don't understand how Nintendo can't do this, because I did it with Mario Kart. If I'm in a room with Nicole, and it's like, all right, we finished the match, we hit continue, we're going to the next match, we're waiting for 3 more people to enter, why can't I change my weapons? I don't understand. I don't know the limitations. It can't be that hard, Nintendo, to change the weapons.
It can't be.
Every multiplayer game lets you do that, basically.
And the other thing is, too, keep this in mind. And keep this in mind, you want to switch your weapon, you have to drop out of the group you just waited to get into with your friend.
Exactly.
So, like, why? It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It makes me not want to play. Is it the end of the world? No. Like, I'm still gonna play it. But it's like, okay, it's okay, if that happened with Overwatch, I'm sure you'd get pissed off too. It's like, imagine having to sit through an entire Overwatch match just to get to play with your friends. I mean, granted, Overwatch's matches are a lot longer than Splatoon, but that's still 3 minutes that I don't know. It makes no sense. I know that they could do it with Mario Kart, so I don't understand. That's what pisses me off the most about it. No, especially because they make such great games.
But the worst part is you could even queue up like with friends in like Salmon Run and then find randoms on top of that. Like,
so why is the Splat mode any different? Like, why is the quick play so horrendous?
See, the only thing I could think of is because they don't want like 4 people running around on the same team for the entire time. But even then, you should still be able to queue up, and then they put you on random teams still. I'd be fine with that.
I mean, if they're gonna let me do it in ranked mode, I don't see why I can't do it in quick play.
Well, to be fair, you gotta get to a B- to get to that mode.
And that's what it's so frustrating because they don't seem to learn. I was really hoping that with Splatoon 2 they would learn that a lot of people didn't like this in the first game. But it actually makes me very upset and quite frankly angry that they refuse to fix certain aspects that are detrimental to their multiplayer online experience, especially when they ask us to now pay for it.
Yeah. It's just confusing because like they obviously listened on some things, but they just chose not to listen on other things.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, you fixed a couple of things that were a problem, great, but now you're asking me to pay an additional fee, and you can't give us a simple party service.
Yeah, and like Nicole said, obviously
that's like the most worst part.
Yeah.
And like Nicole said, obviously this is still a very great game. We all love it. I mean, Splatoon, honestly, I don't know where I would rank it in my favorite games, but Splatoon 2 is already like so much fun. I'm gonna play it after this podcast. But it's just like Nicole said, it's these little problems that don't break the game, but when they add up, it just makes you just go, why? When it all adds up. Like, it's little problems. Like, if it was a big game, I'm out of water. If these were big problems, the game would be unplayable. So it's just little points, but it adds up, and it gets annoying after a while.
Like, yeah, like what you're saying, Ryan. Is it the end of the world that I have to sit through the sisters? No. Is it the end of the world that I have to sit through the text in the shop? No. But that adds up, and like suddenly you're looking at like 10 minutes of non-gameplay. Think about that for a second. If I have to sit through the Callie Marie thing, then I want to go to the shop and buy something, I have to sit through that. Then let's say I want to queue up with you. I'm literally looking at 10 to 15 minutes that I have been on the game but have not played it.
I mean, I will say though, like I said, the one thing you can cheat though is that with the sisters, as long as you're still in sleep mode in the game, you never have to see them.
Yeah, but like if I want to swap to Zelda, I immediately now have to
Nicole,
sit through the
don't lie to the viewers. When are you swapping to Zelda? When are you swapping to Zelda?
Alright, fine. But you know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're saying, yeah.
When I have to swap to Mario when it comes out.
Fine, fair enough.
That's a fair one.
I have that song on repeat still.
Oh, the main theme is so good.
Yeah, it's so good. Alright, well, I could rant on Nintendo forever, but we unfortunately don't have time. So.
Question of the week. Question of the week. Tell us in the comments if you're a squid or a kid. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, seriously.
No.
Let us know. Are you squid or you kid?
Mayo or ketchup?
Mayo or ketchup, squid or kid?
Squid or kid. Splatoon 2, yay or nay?
Yay or nay. Overall, it's a fun game though, so I'm gonna keep playing it, but I know I'm probably gonna get so frustrated again and just stop for a bit.
Yeah, no, I am enjoying it, and I think it will tide me over until the fall when my
Sonic Mania.
Well, that's for you. When my wallet goes out, my wallet goes out the window with Metroid, Superstar Saga, Odyssey. So this will last me for two, 3 more months, and then my wallet is dead. So. Well,
we gotta play before you go back to school because you don't have any Wi-Fi there for your Nintendo.
Yeah, so that's the point, and that's why I told Nicole this. I'm actually gonna try to save single player for college.
Oh, that's smart.
Because like, obviously I get Overwatch internet at college, but for some reason where I go to school, Nintendo's Wi-Fi just doesn't work for some reason.
It's not far enough.
I mean, it's not like a big deal because I can still play like single player games, but I can't play online with you guys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to save single player for when I'm away, and do everything multiplayer in this last month before I go back.
Alright, yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, well, thanks guys so much for sticking around if you're still here. Don't forget we are on iTunes and Google Music /Play. I don't know what it's called over there.
Any reviews?
Android. Huh?
Any reviews?
I don't think so. I didn't check, but I don't think so, because we don't get reviews. It makes me sad. But yeah, if you want to subscribe to us on there, it is free. It will download the episodes automatically to your phone, so you can listen to us every week, or when we actually get a chance to record.
How lucky for you guys!
Yeah, you can also follow us on Twitter. Our show Twitter is at @Blueshelled, of course. I'm at BTCYD. 4Lenza is at 4Lenza, and then Ryan is at Winthy Whip. They're all in the link description. They're all in the description below.
Check it out below.
Yes, and leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. Sorry we were gone for 2 weeks, but it was impossible with our schedules.
We're back, baby.
We're back.
We are back. But yeah, thanks guys. And if you are playing Splatoon, stay fresh.
Don't get cooked. Stay off the hook.
Stay off the hook.
Is that the new one?
Yeah, it's the new one.
Oh my god. Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs.
That's what happens. Splatoon 2 happens when you do drugs.
Oh my god.
Alright, bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.